Hi, it is late and I am tired, but I am showing up. So, uh, 2023 was a hard year and it was marked with a lot of just really hard stuff. And the brain fog, I think now was caused by stress. And so I think the fact that all of the other big hard things happened caused the brain fog to spiral. Um, and then it's gotten better in the last few months, but I have just had what's the word? Brain is slipping. Um Executive dysfunction. The light in my bathroom has been out at this point 6 weeks, I don't know. Haven't dealt with it. Executive dysfunction. Pile of laundry not done, etc. So like I'm trying to deal with these things. Um Today was a really hard day and I got home and I took a nice long shower and I treated myself to tacos and I decided to watch a bunch of YPO videos and then make one. And so this is self-care. Also, I spent a whole bunch of time reading in my hammock, so like self-care night. Kate, it's so funny that you were talking about not rambling about plants. It's like the whole time that I was watching the first video, I was sitting there like, is she going to talk about calendulas? I think she might talk about calendulas. Calendulas. Because I think I first heard that word, and maybe have only ever heard that word from you. And so as you were talking, I was like, is this about to be a topic of conversation? And then I watched the prior video and I was like, I know this topic. So that was like a fun little highlight reel for me. I very much appreciated that. I thought it was fun. I'm sorry about the migraines. I hope the green light is working. I'm sorry that regular light is very hard. I had that with the brain fog. Lighting was like physical eye strain caused brain fog, which sounds fake, but eye strain caused it because my eyes get so fucking tired. Excuse me. Um, so, what else was it? There was lots of stuff about plants. I do not have a garden because I do not have grass. I do, however, have a strip that's like 1 foot by maybe 6 or 8 feet along the side of my building. And the other day, my neighbor came up to me and she was like, I cleared it out for you. And I was like, oh, I forgot. The weeds took over and I didn't notice. My eyes just glazed right by it because I do not have a green thumb and don't notice these things. Um, so she dealt with that for me, which was very nice of her and also super awkward on my part that I messed that up for like the third year in a row. But on that note, everything is growing, everything is blooming. The state of California is green. It's incredible. It's beautiful. Um, we had a very wet winter, and then everything is green now. And so I'm going hiking a lot. I like being outdoors. Um, I'm realizing that the more time I spend outdoors, the better. So the other day I was really tired, like too tired for a hike or a run or anything like that. So I just sat outside writing postcards for like an hour. It was amazing, just sitting in the sun. Well, in the shade, but outdoors. Um, so speaking of the postcards, so I signed up for a postcard exchange and I sent out 10 and I got 10 back. And one of the 10 I got, um, I don't I don't know how it came up on the postcard, but they referenced that Mary Oliver was a queer poet. And Mary Oliver is my favorite poet. Like completely unrelated to this, 2 weeks ago I was at a open mic night and I didn't feel inspired to read anything of mine, but I read the poem Hurricane by Mary Oliver at this open mic night in front of people because that is my favorite poem. It moves me like no poetry has ever done. I think her poetry is very simple and short, sweet, and to the point, and so moving. And I don't understand poetry that's too complicated, but hers is perfect for me. Anyway, long tangent. So I read hers because she is very important to me. I never knew she was queer. That was incredible. I read this postcard and I was like, am I misunderstanding? What's going on here? And then I Googled and it was just mind blown. So cool. So cool. She had a partner she lived with for 40 years. I had no idea. Um, yeah, so that was amazing. Yeah. Um, there was something else I was supposed to say about the postcard thing. Okay. Um, I tried Camp Nano. I got like 22,000 words into it. My goal was 30,000. And today is the 25th. And in theory, I could easily catch up because there's another weekend. But I am going on a trip for my birthday and I have decided to concede Nano because I am not going to stress about writing this week. It's just not going to happen. I would much rather just relax. I need to relax. Um, So my birthday is this weekend. I'm very excited. There were definitely other things I was supposed to talk about. I'm trying to remember the description of Oliver's video. There was a lot about plants and how the flowers are growing and things are starting to bloom. The cats were getting along and not attacking, and the description was very wholesome, where it was like their growth between them, which was cute. Um, what else was there? All right, I'm fading. It's late. I hope to see you next week. Don't forget to be awesome.